Got it now.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay. How about those? Everything good? Yeah.
Good, yeah.
How are you doing for summer?
It's okay.
Ish. Summer. Okay. Well, I got my trophy, so now I can do stuff. So now I can do stuff. I'm down. Okay. So I'm gonna bring out Bible.
I was
You
gonna.
know, if you don't bring your Bible, like Papa told me to do the picture, and I know your Bible is spiritually naked. Oh, yeah. Good thing I think spiritually. Okay, well, if you do, I'm gonna preach out this story from Mark 7:31 or 31. The title of my sermon is "What's a Crowd?" So, like one crowd, like we're a crowd of people, like a mob or whatever.
Mob.
It's a crowd. So that's the name of it. Okay. So the story says. No? It says. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Jesus left the region around Tyre and went by the way of Sidon toward the Lake Galilee. He went through the land near 10 cities known as Stephanopoulos, something like that. Some people brought to him a man who was deaf and could hardly talk. They begged Jesus to touch him. After Jesus had taken him aside from the crowd, he stuck his fingers in the man's ears, and he spit and put it in the man's tongue. Okay, Jesus looked up from heaven with a sigh and said, Ephphatha, which means be open. At once the man could hear, and he had no more problem talking. Jesus told the people not to say anything about what he had done, but the more he told them to say anything about it, the more they went off and said that what he did was good. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's how much time guys. I'm just kidding. So, what's your crowd? 5 points. First point, Jesus, he took the man, away from the crowd. He said, hey you're coming with me. That's the first point. The second point is the man was touched. You know, the ears. Okay. And the third one was the man got Jesus' DNA. Spit. DNA. And then the next point is, the fourth one is Jesus said Ephphatha, or Ephphatha. It's really spelled weird, but it means be open. And the last thing is Jesus told not to say anything, but the next day he's like, okay, you know? Okay, so the first point, it was that Jesus took him away from the crowd. It says that, he took him away from the crowd. Like, Jesus said, he's like, okay, when you're alone with God, whenever he said, hey, come with me, Jesus is a person, and if you read any stories in the Bible, it doesn't say that Jesus was like, he made a huge scene about whenever he healed somebody. He was like, you want a miracle? I think you want a miracle. I was like, yeah, They're not like us crazy with the house. We get all hyped up and all crazy and everything whenever we do a miracle. Jesus is like, no, man, me. Miracle alone. So he takes the man away, and they're sitting there, and whenever he's alone with God, he's in God's presence. He's one-on-one with God. How many of y'all know whenever you get away from your crowd, you're alone with God? How many of y'all ever been to camp?
Yeah!
Okay, why do you think camp is so amazing? Because the water's warm! And it's love!
No.
No, it is because of that, but it's because you get away from your crowd. What's a crowd? Thanks for asking. A crowd is anything that can either take your time away from God or replace God. What's an example? What's an example of a crowd? Video games. I don't know video games. Or Halo. I like pointing fingers to Sam. Oh yeah, that's me. D3298, that's me. Yeah, I'm at the top. That's me. Instead of, getting the top score out of how many people in Japan? How about you go, read your Bible, or like, hey, I don't know, maybe throw some song on, just for fun. Another one is to be, okay, I might jump into this one, MySpace or Facebook. I just put 30 pictures up. I have many I'll comment on them. I spent 2 hours taking these pictures on the same poses. Comment on one with all the same poses. On Facebook, man, they have these really awesome bumper stickers. I mean, you spend hours just checking them out. How about you set your computer off for like 5 minutes and read your Bible or like I said, praise music? Maybe. Here's another one that hits home. A relationship. How about you're dating this person and you're like, oh yeah, we're on the phone with them for like 12 hours. And she's there like, how you doing, baby? And then like 12, like you sit there like it's like midnight or like 2 in the morning.
You fell asleep on the phone.
It's okay, I'm trying to hear you breathe. It's okay, I hear you breathe. Like, it's not even necessary. If you're going to do that, you might as well have your Bible open, like a Bible study on the phone.
I did that once. It's pretty fun. I did it once.
Or another one, friends. Like your friends could be a crowd saying, hey, let's go do this. Like, not necessarily in a bad way, like, no, it's like, instead of going hanging out with them or something, like, you just hung out with them yesterday. Same like the day out for God, music. That's a big one, and I'm even teaching myself about this one. Music's a huge one. Okay, so, music, how many of y'all heard it before? No, I just the music as the beat. I like the beat of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good beat, I'll listen to it, but then you start listening to it, and then you start saying the words. And then you start confessing the words. So little by little you actually start saying what they're saying. Doing all the boo stuff. But you know that in clubs, that there are songs that is banned from playing in clubs because as soon as that song starts playing, riots and fights start breaking out? Another thing, in 1 Samuel, it talks about how David was with King Saul, and like he was playing the harp, was able to play the harp, and like King Saul like get tormented by these demons, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. And he's like, and his dude's like, hey, I know this kid David, he's a good harp player, but I have help. He's like, oh, okay, bring him over to the palace. So he brings him over to the palace, and then David starts playing the harp, and then King Saul just keeps. He's perfectly fine. All goes away. David shuts the and goes home. And then later on, the demons come back to him. And he's like, yo, bring David over here. So David comes back. So David plays the harp every time he does. Okay. If you think this praise music, the harp, could bring bad spirits out, what makes you think that worldly music can't bring bad spirits in?
Think about that.
Another one could be lust. If you're consumed by lust and just like, dang, she's fine. Oh my gosh, look at that.